Hello students, welcome in Babita Science tutorial. Let's continue our chapter of a class 8 science, that is your improvement in crop productions and management. The next topic is our crop improvement. This is also comes under the agricultural practices. Then here it is written here, for better farming the best quality seeds and new techniques are being used. Okay, now in the through constant research, scientists are trying to improve different varieties of crop. Like here, now for better farming, uh, what which type of seeds is important for the agriculture, that is the best quality seeds and the new technique. These two things are very important for the crop improvement. And here scientists had research something. They are trying to improve different varieties of crop that can mature earlier. Means the crops can grow and mature earlier. Okay, yield more means crop production will be more, and also becomes a resistance to disease and pest. Resistance to disease and pest means that crop is free from the diseases and pest will not attack on that plants. Okay, then students, for the better crop improvement, in short we can see that we need a good quality of seeds and the new techniques, and the scientists can also research on they are trying to improve the different varieties of crop, which can mature earlier and give more crop productions, and which is free from the disease, and pest will also not attack on that plant. So this much only they want to see in that paragraph. Now next, move to another paragraph. See here students, in the next paragraph they want to say two or more different varieties of crops with desirable characteristics are artificially crossed to produce a new plant variety by combining the two desirable characteristics. This method of combining is known as a plant breeding or cross breeding or hybridization. Now see here, two or more varieties of crops with desirable characteristic means that crops which has the all the good features are there, all good characteristics are there, means that plants can produce a more yielding, which is free from the disease or resistance disease, we can say that, and it will tall and it will grow better. It can take a very less amount of water, manures and fertilizers. That is called a desirable characteristic. Okay, artificially crossed means the crossing which is done by the human beings to produce a new variety combining of two or more characteristics. That process is called the hybridization. See here student, suppose that this one is the rice plant. Okay, this one is a rice plant, this one is the another rice plant, this one is called the B rice plant. This rice plant is give you lots of crops yielding. Okay, or we can say crop production is more in this rice plant, and this rice plant is free from the disease, or we can say that resistant disease. When we crossing with this rice plant and this rice plant, then what happen here, new hybrid plant will come. Okay, new hybrid plant will come, that is free from the diseases, or we can say resistant disease, and it will give you a more crop production. That process is called the cross breeding, hybridization and plant breeding. Breeding means mating with a two or more, mating with two or more varieties of crops. That is called the hybridization. Okay, students, let's move on another topic. Food from animals. We know that we can take the more foods or we can depend upon the plants and animals both for the foods, but we are talking about the only here food from the animals. Which type of food you will take from the animals here? Let's see here in this paragraph. We use animal for several uses, like the transportation. Bullocks, camels, horses are used. Means for animals we can use for the purposes of the transportation. First function, here we can say function is also given, or we can say if I will ask you to write the uses of the animals, the first uses here, that people can use the animals for the transportation also, and here examples are also given. Next is here cattle dung. Okay, cattle dung is used as a manure for crops. I already discussed, we discussed about the manure is a natural one which is made by the which is a natural, which is made by the humans, but they can use the cow dung straws and mixes in the soils, then they can mix the manure. The manure we can make with the help of the cow dung. Dung means gobar. Okay, cattle dung. Yeah, we can take the dung from the cattle and we can use for the making the manures, that is very good for the crops. Okay, now another is here, bullocks are used for plowing in agriculture. Another function is that we can use the cattle, so we can use the animals for the plowing in the agriculture. First one is the transportation, second one is for making the manures, third one is for using the animals for plowing in the agricultures. And milk products are obtained from the, yes, milk and milk products, okay, obtained from the goat, cow and buffalo. When these animals can provide you milk, okay, with the help of this milk we can make the milk products like cheese, butter. Okay, this is them. Then after, animals also provide man with a wool for clothing and hide for making shoes. And see here, people can use the wool. Okay, use the wool from animals for clothing purposes and for making the shoes also. Now you also can obtain the meat, eggs and honey from the animals. The students, we can take the milk products, okay, obtained from the goat, cow, buffaloes. We can take the wools also, we can make the shoes also, okay, and we can take the meat, eggs and honey also from the animals. You can see here lots of uses are given here. Okay, now to keep healthy, they should be provided with adequate food and right time, clean drinking water and airy shade with ample shades. Now students, here they want to say that uh, okay, here in this paragraph they want to say about that which type of food we will take from the animals. Okay, and uses of a animals. Now we can use the animals for the transportation, already discussed here. Now for how to keep your animals healthy. Okay, the what you will do here, that to keep the animals healthy means free from the disease. Okay, uh, that's then you will use the products from the animals. Now if the animals will healthy, then animals can uh, provide you milk and other products also. Therefore caring, we can say that for caring or to keep the animals healthy, they should be provided, okay, give the adequate food to right time. or we can say balanced type food here also. Okay, animals also wants a balanced type foods here. Then give with adequate food of right, clean drinking. You will provide a clean drinking water and any shade and airy shade means give the may give some ventilation also in the shade in which air will comes out and goes inside. Okay, then that is called the airy shades. Okay, with ample shades, and means this one means you will provide a neat and clean shades also. Suppose that here animals are here. Okay, animals are here, then give the ventilation also. Suppose that here is a ventilation, this one is your shades, and animals are here. Okay, animals are here, and you will means the fresh the floor will be neat and clean. Provide airy air will come inside. Provide a pure water or drinking water. Okay, then in this way you will take care of the animals. Okay, if you will take care of the animals, then it will provide you lots of milk, lots of foods like meat, eggs, and honey, many things to you. Now students, here what is the animal husbandry? Okay, animal husbandry, the rearing of animals on a large scale is known as animal husbandry. Okay, that is the definition of the animal husbandry. Rearing or keeping or palna. Okay, palna, the rearing of animals on a larger scale is known as animal husbandry. Let's move to another topic, that is dairy animals or milk animals. Students, milk animals are those animals which can provide you milk. Okay, these are called the dairy animals or milk animals. For example, like cow, sheep, buffalo, and goats, that is called your dairy animals. Now another is poultry birds. Students, what is the poultry birds here? Now the birds like chicken, duck, fowl give us eggs and meat. These birds are called the poultry birds. Okay, then here examples are given about the poultry birds here. Now the practice of keeping and breeding birds that provides us with eggs and meat is called the poultry farming. Then here definition of the poultry farming is given here. Then it's very easy, we can say that the practice, or we can say that the rearing thing. Okay, the rearing of a birds, that the rearing of the birds, and that provides us with egg and meat. Okay, is called the poultry farmings. Then bird especially reared for meats are called the broilers. So student, it's not a broilers, it's a broilers. This one is the L here, this one is a L here, it's not a broilers, this one is a broilers, corrected. Okay, the bird especially the birds which can give you meat, or we can reared for meat are called the broilers. Okay student, then I hope you will understand here what is a poultry farming. Then poultry farming is a rearing and breeding of a poultry for eggs and meat is called the poultry farmings. Okay, and the poultry includes the what here? Poultry birds are chicken, duck, fowl, which can give us the meat, eggs and meat both. That these are called the poultry birds. What is the broilers? Birds which are used for the reared for the meat purposes is called the broilers. Now what is the fishes here? Now see here, the rearing of a fish on a large scale is called the PC culture. If I will ask you what is a PC culture, then you can see that the rearing of fish on a large scale is called the PC culture, and India, the major source of food is the fish here. Okay, means people are dependent so on the fish also. Now honey bees. Okay, now the rearing of honey bees on a large scale is called the apiculture. Rearing means I told you pana. Okay, honey bees. The rearing of honeybees on a large scale is called the apiculture, and honeybees are insect that provides a honey also. Student, this is called the apiculture. Another is integrated farming. Then integrating farming is the method that farmers practice nowadays, or we can say the second name of the integrated farming is a mixed farming also. Nowadays farmers can use this one, in which dairy and poultry can be combined with pisciculture. Okay, then combination of these things, that is called the integrated farming, so that the waste products of the farmers can be used to feed the fish. Suppose that uh, this is your farming. Okay, this one is a farming or mixed farming. Suppose that your dairy are here also. Okay, and the poultries, birds are also here, and in this one suppose that water is also here. Okay, then whatever fishes are also here. The waste product which is comes out from the dairy and the poultry, okay, mixes in here, and this waste product is eaten by this fish. That is called the integrated farming. In the short, I told you the second name of the integrated farming is called the mixed farming, and nowadays farmers can use this much. Okay, then this is all about your first chapter, crop productions and management. This chapter is a student finished, and here key points are given. You can read this all key points. Okay, and if you have any kind of the problem, then you will comment me in my comment box. Till then, bye and have a nice day.